What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Caleb, and today I'm here with a special guest. I have Dominic Darren here with me, and we are at West Michigan Auto Detailing. And today we're going to talk to you about what it takes to actually start a detailing company, how to make money, and we're going to go through all the different steps. To start off, we're going to go over kind of like what it takes and how to start an auto detailing company. Maybe a lot of people, to my knowledge, just kind of started out of their garage, going door to door, or what do you think?
I think a lot of people, really the best bet is to start out of your garage if you have a garage. I know a lot of people that still, that are comfortable detailing, that do it on the side just for, have it on their sedan car, have all their equipment in there, or a pickup truck, and just go, and mobile detailing, doing it that way. It's easier, they don't have to, spend, money. They might have that car already, where they don't have to go, bit by a utility van or like a trailer. But, definitely, if you have a garage, start off there. I definitely recommend that. Keep costs down low as possible. If you don't have a garage, definitely keep it, go mobile. It's cheap, cheaper, and say you have a car that might not fit all your equipment in there. But, you can find equipment smaller, especially when you're starting off. You don't need the best of the best. Pretty much, you just start up, do what you can do now, get the jobs done. For example, like when I started, I think it's 6 months into the business, we had a warehouse fire. I had no equipment. I bought, things were like $600 worth of just equipment just to get the job done, and I did it outside, and and it got the jobs done. I got by. That's all you need to do in the beginning. So definitely keep costs down low. And if you don't have a car that can fit all your equipment in, look into getting maybe a truck or a utility van or a trailer. Really, at the end of the day, then you only have one payment of maybe $200, $300 for a utility van. And then you don't have utilities here at a warehouse. Until you can get into that spot. Yeah. Especially I mean, if you're out in like in nicer cities, we're obviously in Grand Rapids, so we get winter, so it's hard for mobile detailers to keep going during the winter. So we almost have to kind of have a place just so you can work through the year. But if you're somewhere where you have nice weather pretty much all year round, mobile detailing is the way to go.
Okay. So I'm going to throw a scenario at you. Let's say I'm a high school kid. I still live with my parents at home. We do have a garage. And I want to have, I do work, but I want to start detailing on the weekends, okay? What would you recommend me to go out and buy? And how, like just a rough, different
just kind of a small list?
Yeah, and also what kind of money would I expect to have to make that initial investment?
I would say generally you're probably looking at around maybe like just a couple $100, in the beginning. I mean, you can obviously do it for, you could, get by for, you can find ways to get by for $150 for a whole job. And there are there are tools, that are going to cost more to do better jobs. Yeah, but just say somebody that's doing an average job first time, maybe not charging as much in the beginning, but definitely I would recommend getting a like some type of Bissell extractor. They have like the rug doctors. They're when I started off, I found one at Goodwill for like $30, and it got the jobs done. It did a good job, especially for it's a spot cleaner. You can do it in a whole car, because it's a smaller area and it works really good. So definitely one of those. I would definitely look into getting probably a Rigid vacuum. Okay. Rigid makes great vacuums. They they last long. They the suction's good, perfect. They got wheels. You can move them around, easy. You know, it's a couple extension cords, a couple, you know, here and there, and then you can easily go to AutoZone or your local supplier, buy maybe, you know, yes, products are, you know, once you get into like cleaning products, they can get a little expensive, you know, for the multiple things, you know, but they last long. That, you know, you're not gonna waste that one on just one job. You're gonna be able to make your money back on that one product.
Okay.
So, you know, that's from just getting an interior cleaner, some window cleaner, you know, some basic tire shine. Definitely maybe look into getting an air compressor with a toner door. You can get ones for like $20 on Amazon. It just spins and it spins air, and it really gets into every, you know, so you can be detailed. Couple detail brushes, cheap, you know, all this stuff you're looking at, you know, $5 to $10, but at the same time, you know, there are small things, you know, and it does add up. You know, you're gonna spend, you know, like I said, you're gonna spend, you know, I would say probably the lowest, you know, with not even getting pretty much, you know, most of the stuff, lowest probably $100 to $150.
Okay. So now, let's say I'm a new detailer. I'm still in the situation as a high schooler. What do you think I could charge my clients?
Honestly, it's based on your work ethic.
Okay. Now let me add something into there. At what point can I charge them more as well?
My main focus is dollars per hour.
Yes.
How much are you making? You want to, at minimum, you want to make $80 an hour. But that's in business, okay? You're doing it on the side, you can make, you know, $50 an hour easily, you know. But, you know, with different, you know, right equipment, it does cut down time, you know, with like air, like I said, you know, that's going to cut down time. But generally, you know, it's on your work ethic. When I started off, I charged normal pricing.
Okay.
I mean, just because I wanted to get, you know, that's my time. Everybody's time is valuable.
Now you say normal pricing, is that?
I would say probably for like an interior, you're looking at just an interior on a regular car, you're looking at about $170 to, you know, to $200.
Okay, now that's just interior?
Yeah, that's just interior. If you want an exterior, sometimes if you get a package, you know, you're looking at maybe about $300, you know, $260 to $300.
Okay.
I charge $300 for inside and outside, but that all depends on, vehicles, you know, how trashed are they, you know what I mean? And what I don't do enough now is estimates, and I definitely recommend any new detailer is to look at the vehicle first.
Okay.
Just because it's something that you know, you don't want to give somebody a price and then they come in and drop the car and it's now instead of 4 hours it might take you, now it's taking you 8 hours. And now you're losing money on it, you know, because you spent too much time on it.
Okay.
So it's something you definitely want to look at the car, you know, make sure you're not screwing yourself over. You're gonna do. I mean, you're gonna do it eventually. You know, you do it. I've done it. You know, I've screwed myself over on jobs. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And everything at that point is a learning process for you to grow. And like I say, you know. Me personally, just talking about this, I can't, you know, say everything. You know, I'm talking off of experience and what I've seen. But a lot of it is, you know, going in and learning, okay, hey, what can I charge? And all prices, you know, depending on where you're watching this at and where you are from, you know, prices differ, you know, more, you know, in California, because prices are up, you know, higher there than here. But, you know, it depends on where you're at. When I first started off, I called like detailing shops in Minnesota.
Okay.
Just because I didn't know anything, and I want to know, hey, you know, slow times, you know, and they have similar weather to us here in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
So I want to, you know, just touch base, and it's not like I'm competition. They're all the way across. They're a different state, so it's something that you know, you can definitely learn from.
Okay, so I want to go. I want to have one more question before we do a nice tour of the shop here, and that is. So let's say I am that high school student, you know, I'm doing pretty well, I'm starting to get a couple clients a day. At what point do I make that decision? Let's say I really want to go forward with this and I want to get into a shop and get into or a warehouse or purchase a residence that I can operate my business out of and you know, actually form a full functioning business opposed to just doing this on the side. At what point can I make that decision, and what helped you to make that decision?
Well, when I started, I was in my grandfather's place, so and what made me move into the decision and just workspace, you know, us kind of not butting heads, but getting in the way of each other because he
Okay.
ran a business as well. So it kind of, okay, hey, it's time, you know, you're making enough money. Hey, you know, as long as, and one thing I always recommend, budget good.
Okay.
Because I'm still not the best at budgeting, but that has to be something, you know, especially when you got, okay, you know, rent, you know, electric, heat, you know, all these things that you got to pay. I would say definitely once you're making enough money, because you got to think, hey, how much are you going to be spending on bills? You're going to at least be spending, you know, around $2,000 for a shop, you know, a month, and just bills. That's including rent, right? So you got to make at least, you know, $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
You know, just from doing that before you can do it. And then even at that point, you want to make more because you don't want to be butt broke.
Yeah.
You can't do that. I mean, you gotta have. I mean, obviously in the beginning, you're gonna be anything you do. You know, in the beginning, you're not gonna make much money. But I mean, when I started, I made $50 a week. You know, and that's after I paid all my bills. You know.
Yeah.
But that's something you have to do, and eventually, you know, before you move into your new shop or a new place or first place, make sure that you're making enough money to pay bills, because the worst thing is, you know, to come is, you know, not moving in somewhere, you know, and getting all this excited to yourself and then not be able to afford rent.
All right, everybody, so here we are in the shop itself. Now, behind me, what I have, this is kind of where all of the magic happens. This is where most of the cars get vacuumed, cleaned, detailed, power washing, whatever areas we need. Well, not we, but this is all of the different types of equipment. For the most part, that's gonna be used on each job. So after everything gets done right here, all of the vehicles are then taken over to this area behind me. Now this is where the vehicles will get photoed and taken some nice pictures of the clean vehicles. As you can see, there's different lights and everything, and then this paper will then roll out to give it a nice background, just if maybe a dealer wants photos of the vehicle after it's been cleaned or things like that. So now we're gonna talk to Dominic about some of his favorite products to use on his vehicles that he cleans. This is a service that West Michigan Detailing offers, and this is a ceramic coat on your vehicle. Now, Dom is gonna tell us a lot about what that is and kind of like what that'll do for your vehicle. So take it away.
So ceramic coatings are going to be essentially like a glass layer that you're going to add onto your vehicle. Different coatings can last from anywhere from 2 years to 5 to 7 year coatings. This right here is by Trofeo Coatings. They're a new company. We got this one as a sample, but this is a 5 to 7 year coating. What we normally use is IGL. They're probably one of the biggest, best ceramic coating brands in North America. It's a nano coating. It's live actually, and it protects it from any type of surface scratches. Dirt. You only gotta wash it, like once a month. You rinse it and it falls right off. It's definitely something that to protect your investment, and it also adds value to your car when you go ahead and sell it or so on. Definitely do some paint correction before you put on the ceramic. Make sure you get that high gloss on there without imperfections in the vehicle. It's something where tar is not going to stick to the vehicle. Water is not going to stick to the vehicle. It's a very nice coating that can last from 5 to 7 years. I definitely recommend it on nicer vehicles that are gonna put the value for the coating on top of the vehicle.
Yeah, definitely getting one of those on the vet coming soon. So all of the chemicals over here in this area and on these shelves are mostly going to be exterior. So what does a typical exterior detail kind of look like for you, and what are some of your favorite products?
Typically, exterior detail, consists of, detailing the exterior, removing some contamination on the vehicle, getting, basic exterior detailing. This removes a lot of contamination. It's a fallout remover. It breaks it down for like rail dust or brake dust, for example. We go ahead and then clay bar it with a, any clay bar they make regular clay, but this is a synthetic clay bar. It lasts longer. If you drop it, you can rinse it. Where the regular clay, you drop it, you can't. It's done over. It may last 1 or 2 times for a car. And then we go ahead and we use a This is a element shield. It has a ceramic nano coating in it.
Okay.
And we also use it as a Rain-X as well. But, I mean, we do have a Rain-X as well on all exterior details. Get that,
okay.
Make it more visible to see when it is raining. And then we go ahead and we use a tire shine called Blue Velvet. Most of our, this is not it, but most of our products we get from suppliers here in Grand Rapids. They're local chemical suppliers. Great products, better than the ones that I find in AutoZone and things like that. I mean, that's kind of what we do with the tire shine. If we have bugs on the vehicle during the summer, we're using this to break down any bugs, you know, to clean that. We also have another ceramic right here as well that we use as a drying aid. This really, you know, gives it a nice final shine glass when we're done as well. You know, and this is a, right here, this is by Lat 26. I appreciate, I'm gonna give them a shout out because they gave us this product for free. It's a new product. If you have a ceramic coating or some type of sealant on your vehicle already, this enhances it, makes it last longer. So it's a really nice product. Definitely look into Lat 26. And then, you know, we use different tools. Some of this can go into the interior. We attach these to drills, and we can drill in cup holders, seats, carpets to agitate, things like that. You get tar on your seat, on the outside of your vehicle. We use a Cosmoline remover sap. For sap, I know a lot of people are wondering, you know, a lot of people wonder, oh, how do you get sap off? Because sap can eat through the paint of the clear coat. And the best way to remove sap is isopropyl alcohol. It's easy, quick and easy. We use wheel cleaner. It's an acid-based wheel cleaner. Really cleans it up really nice. We use our power washer, you know, get into all the wheel wells. The wheels with, you know, the brushes, different type of brushes that we use. We use detail brushes to do the exterior as well. You know, our power washer, you know, different attachments to really clean the outside fully.
I think we're gonna end this video here, guys. Thank you so much for checking this out. Don't forget to hit up West Michigan Detailing online, on Instagram, and don't forget to check out the website. I really appreciate you all checking this out. Hit subscribe, hit like, and I'll be sure to hit you back. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.